Hey everybody, we are here to do a follow along mobility flow. You're gonna need a foam roller, lightweight, I have 5 pounds, and a resistance band. Grab your stuff and follow along. First things first, I'm gonna put that foam roller in our upper back, near our shoulder blades. We're just gonna roll around, try and loosen things up a little bit. If you find spots that feel tight, just sink into them. Take a couple breaths. I want you to give yourself a big hug, reach as far as you can, and just get some extension into that upper back. Drop your elbows up towards the floor. We'll move through that a couple times. Switch which arm is on top. Then we're gonna move on to our lats. So go sideways on your roller. Put your hand behind your head. You're just gonna roll back and forth a little bit here. Again, finding those spots that feel a little bit tight. And you can just breathe into it, lean into it a little bit more. I want you to find somewhere that feels tight or tender. Lean into it. We're going to put some movement into your arms. You're going to reach. Think like you're going to scratch your back. Let's do 5 of those. Switch sides and repeat. Do 5 of those back scratching movements. All right, then I want you to grab that weight. We're gonna go back to that starting position with that foam roller's just beneath your shoulder blades. We're gonna do some movement here. So I want you to move the weight as far as you can while keeping your core engaged. Then relax your core and reach to the floor. Take a deep breath there. And then I want you to engage your core. Try and leave that weight back as far as you can. And then bring it forward. We're going to do 4 more. So weight goes first, then relax. Then core comes in, and your arms move. Got 3 more. Throw that weight off to the side. Keep your foam roller. We're gonna lay vertical on it, resting your head, spine on the foam roller. And we're just gonna make some snow angels here. I want you to keep your hands as close to the floor as you can. And just let gravity pull those arms down to the floor. Your palms on the floor, down at the bottom, and you're going to keep your arms on the floor as you pull them up as high as you can, and slide them back down. One more. I want you to rotate those arms upwards, keeping them arms bent, just letting gravity pull your elbows to the floor. You rock side to side, and you can focus on one side at a time. Trying to just breathe through that, letting your arms drop. From there, let's do 5 overhead reaches. Again, just letting gravity pull your arms down to the floor. You guys can push that foam roller off to the side. We're just going to go on our hands and knees. We're going to do some cat-cows. So first things first, nice wide base. I want you to arch your back and look as far back to the roof as you can. And then reverse that. Get as round as you possibly can. Flow through that movement there. We're going to do some hydrants, so I want you to focus on one leg at a time. Nice square base. You're just going to lift that leg out to the side as high as you can, focusing on just this hip. So I don't want you lifting through both of your legs and twisting your body, just focusing on the leg that's moving, just as far as that can go while you stay square. We're going to do 5 there. Same thing on the other side. Just as high as you can go through that single joint while the rest of your body stays nice and square. One more. We're gonna do the same thing with a backwards hydrant. So we're gonna think about driving that heel to the roof. And same thing, I just want you focusing on what that joint can do and not overextending into your back. So core stays tight and neutral. You're just gonna drive that heel to the sky. Try and get your glute firing. I'll give you 5 of those. One more. Same thing on the other leg. Once you get to lay down on your stomach, your hands right beside your chest. We're just going to do some prone press-ups. We're going to press ourselves up, arch our back. While you're here, I want you to take a deep breath. Turn around your upper back. Let that breath out. And lower to the floor. So I'm going to press up. Take that breath. Let it out. And 2 more. Last one. I want you guys to press back up into that press up. And we're going to, from here, roll our back down into a downward dog, and then down into a child's pose, and repeat. Downward dog, roll ourselves into the press up, and back down to the floor. Do that 4 more times. Press up, downward dog, child's pose, and reverse. One more. Press up. Roll to downward dog. Child's pose. Downward dog. Roll through to that press up. Down to the floor. Okay. We're going to go on our hands and knees. I want you to reach those hands out as far as you can. Your hips are high and you're trying to get your armpits low. I just want you guys to move around a little bit here. Rocking side to side. And focus on one side at a time. Take that hand, scratch your back. Switch sides. get you guys in a front support. You take one leg and step it up beside your hand. Take the hand that's close to your foot. I want you to reach towards the sky. Rotate as much as you can. Reach it cross, touch your shoulder. See if you can rotate down towards the floor. We're going to do that a couple more times. One more. Step back, switch sides. Hands going to rotate up towards the roof. Turn to the shoulder, rotate down to the floor. So keep that leg bent, rotate through to the front. We're going to rock side to side, staying as low to the ground as you can. You can walk those hands back and forth. Take a seat. We're going to get into a 90-90 position. So both knees are bent at 90 degrees. I want you to reach across, opposite hand to opposite knee. And we're going to be focusing on this leg here. And you're going to do 10 lifts of that knee. Then we're going to focus on the foot, keeping that knee down. We're going to do 10 lifts of your foot. If you can't get that foot off the ground, you can try leaning over down onto the ground. It can help with the range of motion a little bit. Switch sides. Do the same thing there. So knee first. And that foot. You'll probably find that one side is significantly easier than the other. That's okay. Staying in this 90-90, I want you to lift your hands off the ground. You're going to rotate side to side. Think about leading with that knee and creating as much of a butterfly through the middle as you can. You're going to get to each side 5 times. More. So we're going to be on our hands and knees again. We're gonna do a bird dog, where that's where reaching opposite arm, opposite leg. And the biggest thing here is that you want to keep your core nice and neutral. Same thing as the hydrant. I don't want you overextending and reaching. Trying to stay nice and neutral. Engage the core, try and get that glute working and lifting as far as you can without extending your back. In the middle, I want you to press your hand and your knee together and reach back out. We're gonna do 5 in total, so we have 3 more. Last one. Switch sides. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Pressure in the middle. Back out. Last one. And I want you guys to grab that band. What we're gonna do, we're gonna get it behind our knees, pull it tight into a downward dog position. You're gonna think about dropping your knees down towards the floor, just floating. Push it back down into downward dog. Give you 10 of those. Last one. Get rid of that band. You're gonna lay on your back now. I want you to grab one leg, grab behind your knee. I want you to pull that into your chest as far as you can. Now we're going to be working against ourselves. So I'm going to try and straighten my leg while keeping it close to my body. And when I get tension on my hamstring, I'm going to try and squeeze my quad as hard as I can and slowly let my leg out until I can get it all the way straight. So really working against yourself. There's my end. I slowly let it out until I can get it straight. And notice that you'll shake a little bit if you're working against yourself. We're going to do 10. The goal is that our range of motion improves by the 10th rep. Down 10, switch legs, reach. Pull that knee into your chest. Try and straighten. And you find your end, slowly let it out while squeezing your quad straight. Go back to that first leg, grab it like a tuck, pull it right into your chest, while the other foot is going to have a heel planted really close to your bum. We're going to drive our hips to the sky as far as you can, and back down. We're going to do 10 of those. Then 10, switch legs. Pull that knee into your chest. Heel down close to your bum. 10 reps. And the last thing we're going to do here is just some alignment hold work. So with alignment, the goal is that our ribs and our hips get as close together as you can. And then we're going to lift our glutes off the ground, putting some demand on the back side of our legs. So ribs and hips come together. Scoot those heels in and lift your bum. So my entire rib cage is connected to the floor. We're just going to hold while alternating legs, trying not to lose that position. If you feel like you lose the position while alternating, you can just hold with 2 feet, really trying to keep the rib cage down to the floor and your glutes off the ground. Relax. Take this time, shake out your legs, do some breathing, maybe some light stretching. But I hope your bodies feel all warm, mobile, and ready for whatever you need it to do today. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Happy training.